So let me ask you a question. What's the price of a future you'll never get to see? A future that's paid for by a hero no one will ever remember. That's the absolutely devastating question at the heart of the story we're going to break down today. It's all about a choice that isn't some loud explosion, but more like a quiet, irreversible whisper. And this quote right here, this is from the story's commander, and it just lays out the impossible choice at the center of everything. I mean, think about that. It's a brutal equation with no right answer, where every single outcome leads to some kind of unbearable loss. This one sentence, it sets the stage for a sacrifice on a scale that's just hard to even imagine.
You know, the way the story frames this decision is just so powerful. It's not this loud, dramatic moment where reality shatters. No, it's something quiet, deliberate, and completely final. It's like sliding a letter through a mail slot in a locked door. Once it's through, that's it. You can't get it back. The choice has been made, and the consequences are absolute.
But to really get the weight of that choice, we need to understand the stakes. And the stakes here are defined by an enemy that is unlike anything else. This isn't your typical war for land or resources. This is a war for existence itself.
So meet the archivists. The description here is absolutely key. They don't just kill you. What they do is so much more terrifying. They hunt memory. They literally consume history, and they leave nothing behind but this empty void where a life, a family, a whole future used to be.
And here's what that really means. The archivists don't just end a life. They erase the entire possibility of that life ever having happened in the first place. They just devour futures. They swallow whole bloodlines, wiping out the potential of generations that haven't even been born yet. As the story so chillingly puts it, they feed on the ones we never meet.
So, you're up against this existential threat, this history-eating monster. Who do you send to fight it? Well, humanity has only one hope. A single soldier who, in a great paradox, shouldn't even exist. And his name is Eamon Hale.
His file really tells you everything you need to know. He was born in the year 2127, but he's fated to die in 2043. That's nearly a century before his own time. He's what they call a temporal fragment, basically a person who slipped through a crack in space-time. He's a living ghost, which, as it turns out, makes him the only one who can fight the monsters that erase history.
So why him? Why is he the only hope? Well, because they've tried this before. 8 times. They sent 8 different teams back to fix the breach, and every single one of them was completely wiped from existence. Vanished. Eamon? He's the sole survivor of that last attempt, which makes him the only person alive who has any idea what they're truly up against.
So this is the really crucial point. Sending him back isn't just some strategic military decision. It's a deeply personal one. The cost isn't just one soldier's life. It's so much more complex and, frankly, heartbreaking than that.
Let's just break down the terrible math the commander is facing. Option 1, send Eamon back. He dies alone in a past that isn't his, but the world might be saved. Option 2, let him stay. The world is guaranteed to be erased. Done. For the commander, it really boils down to losing the one person in the universe who understands her burden, or losing absolutely everyone and everything. And here, Eamon himself just spells out the ultimate sacrifice. It's not just that he's going to die. It's that if he succeeds, the timeline will reset, and nobody, not even the commander he's doing this for, will remember he ever existed. His reward for saving all of reality isn't a parade. It's total, absolute, lonely erasure. So how does this all play out? Well, Eamon makes the choice.
He agrees to go back, he's going to close the breach, and he knows it's going to cost him everything. But what's left behind isn't a memory. It's something far stranger. It's like an echo.
His last communication, it isn't a plea for help or some final warning. It's just thank you. It's gratitude to the commander who has to condemn him to his fate. It's this moment of profound connection right before he vanishes forever.
And then, snap. The world resets. The breach is gone, the alarms stop screaming, and all that's left is this deafening silence. In a world that has no idea it was just seconds away from complete annihilation.
The commander asks her subordinate for a status update on the soldier who just saved them, and the reply she gets is just chilling. What soldier? The timeline is reset. The correction was immediate, and it was absolute. Eamon Hale is gone.
And the official record confirms it. There are 0 personnel files for anyone named Eamon Hale. No mission logs, no service record. It's not that he died. It's that in this new, safe reality, he was never even born. He has been completely and utterly erased from existence.
But something impossible is still there. A single glowing fingerprint on the command console. A fingerprint that doesn't belong to anyone in the entire database. It's a phantom trace, and with it, a message that seems to ripple directly into the commander's mind. I closed it. Keep going. It's proof that some echo of his sacrifice, of him, somehow managed to cut through the reset.
And this brings us right to the story's powerful central theme. The world is safe, right? Billions of lives are untouched, but that safety was paid for by a ghost. A hero with no history, a savior with no name.
At the very end of the story, the commander just whispers this line out into the rain. It's a toast, but it's not to a person she remembers, because she can't. It's to an idea. It's a toast to the nameless and forgotten souls whose sacrifices build the very foundations of our world without us ever knowing they were there.
And so, the story leaves us with this final, really powerful question. It kind of pushes us to look around our own world and just consider the unseen sacrifices, big and small, that paved the way for the lives we get to live today. It's a haunting reminder that we might owe everything to someone we never even got the chance to meet.